Hey Sagittarius, or Chinese year rat, mutable, beautiful, fire. This one's for you. Take what resonates, and thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate all of you. This is going to be a love reading, feminine, masculine energies. So, title brought you here. Don't know what the title is quite yet, but I am feeling brown, red, and black hair today. I'm also seeing blue-green eyes, so blue and green mixed together eyes. And a very beautiful smile. Somebody's hypnotized by that smile. Let's see what we get. Feminine's message to the masculine. Feminine wants to say what to the masculine here? Feminine to the masculine. Assess the situation with Virgo or Chinese year rooster. Now the feminine could be a Virgo or a Chinese year rooster if you're the masculine, right? Or it could be you are the feminine, you got a Virgo moon sign, whatever it may be. Let's see what the masculine wants to say to the feminine. Speak your world into being. Gemini, Chinese year horse. Now Virgo and Gemini are what? Mercury rulers. Mercury is huge on communication, and it's huge on intellectual things as well as the mind. So there's something to do with the magician type of energy here, and that's manifesting willpower, desire. As one wants to say something to somebody else, it's usually what they'd like to say to themselves. So the feminine really would like to assess the situation for themselves, and the masculine would really like to be able to speak their own world into being. Okay, so with this, we're going to get an Osho Zen per energy for the feminine energy first. Where is this feminine coming from here? Aloneness. Number 9. Where is this masculine coming from here? Exhaustion and participation. Number 9 again, as well as 4 this time. Something about 1994 could be the year of the dog. Or even something about 49. 1949 is actually the year of the ox, which is a Capricorn energy, by the way. Okay. Some masculines over here actually feeling exhausted from all the participation that they've been putting into something. Feminines feeling fully alone in something, needing to assess the situation a little bit better. And the masculine needs to obviously speak that they're obviously feeling exhausted and needing to say what they would like to manifest into the relationship, what they would like to expand on, what they would like to connect better with, what they would like to, expand on, deepen, that kind of stuff together. Maybe even have deeper conversations about things. Maybe there's been a point in the relationship where there's not been much to talk about with each other, and that's been kind of feeling like a disconnect in the relationship for some of you. Okay. I want to get one of these first. Per energy, we're going to get at all things considered part 1 for feminine and masculine. Get a little bit deeper before we get into tarot. For the feminine's energy, time to be exuberant. Express your inner happiness, the quality of full of energy, enthusiasm, cheerfulness, and excitement. This feminine does have beautiful, bright things inside them. They're very creative, very artful, very sensational beings. Maybe they just haven't been able to assess that within themselves for quite some time. Maybe they haven't been able to find time to be as exuberant as they used to be. Let's see what this masculine's energy is. Well, this feminine, you're very beautiful. You're very, outstanding. You are very colorful and joyous. You bring like beauty to people's lives and people's eyes. And with the energy of the masculine, you have imaginative, creative, and dreamy. So both of you are very creative individuals, masculine and feminine. You're very artful. You're very dreamy. Both of you like to dream. Both of you like to, see things as optimistic as possible. And that brings more color to the way that you view life. More details, more descriptions, right? So there's something within this being more descriptive with each other, with each other's days, how it went, everything like that. That could bring you into deeper conversations with each other. That can be like if there's little times of, well, we don't talk as much as we used to. Well, let's talk about your day and let's see what happened, and like express things to me that detail for detail that happened, and then I could probably get into the detail for detail, because sometimes we need each other to bring it out. Sometimes it's like it was already there, but then sometimes we go through these things as humans and as souls that sometimes it doesn't always be it sometimes has to be recalled by someone else. Sure, a light bulb will go off in your mind with somebody, what they're saying, and it kind of pops off and you can start talking and chatting like you used to once upon a time, right? Like when you first met each other, obviously you guys were constantly and now it seems like it's not as much as it once was. You guys are trying to put the relationship back together. There's Gemini energy, which opposite sign for you, Sagittarius, but that doesn't mean anything in a sense of like bad. It just means what was challenging is being conquered. You're having success with it. So let's see how the feminine is feeling. What's the feminine feeling with this energy? The King of Pentacles in the reversal, Aries, Taurus, Chinese year, snake, and dragon. Six of Wands in the reverse in the thoughts. Leo, Chinese year, monkey, desires, Prince of Swords in the reverse. Taurus, Gemini. So Taurus is heavy. Sorry, I had to do something with music, otherwise I was gonna pause it. So with this energy, Taurus is heavy. Gemini's energy is here, as well as Leo. Chinese year, snake, horse, monkey. Since this one's a little bit complicated, we're actually going to get the masculine feelings for the masculine, for this feminine, with this feminine, about this feminine, the Tower. What is the masculine thinking? Lovers in the reversal. He has needed this reading, apparently. And the desire for this masculine with this connection, the Princess of Wands in the reversal. Interesting. Both of you actually want each other to mature a little bit more. One of you wants you, like, the feminine wants the masculine to mature and mature in the way that they express themselves, and maybe the way that they detail things, and maybe the way that they choose the word, like choice of words or something like that. With the masculine, they want the feminine energy to mature in ways where they're not always yelling or snapping or getting frustrated. Like right off the top, like, it's kind of crazy, but it's like both of you want the best for each other. You have great intentions for each other. You want to see each other grow as a person, both of you. And it's like kind of setting that intention to have yourself grow too, because when you want something for someone else, it ends up being the reflection of what you want for yourself. Like exactly what the feminine wanting to say to the masculine was assess the situation, but the thing is like the feminine really has been needing to say that to themselves, and the masculine, same thing, like speaking your world into being to the feminine, but really they've been needing to speak their own world into being and saying like, I wish there was a way that we could make it so that you don't snap at me or get mad at me, or that we don't argue, or that you don't get hot tempered, or that you don't lose your temper, you don't lose control. And maybe that has turned off a lot of the creative and authentic ways that you guys used to be able to communicate so easily and openly, and maybe that has been the trial. Obviously with the feminine and their feelings, they're feeling very insecure, very unstable. Maybe there even is some things with the financial department that hasn't been the greatest, and it hasn't been so stable in that way, and that's been also causing a lot of insecurity, and maybe that's even been causing a lot of the not so much of wanting to talk, because there's just so much stress. They don't want to add more stress to the plate. They don't want to seem like they're undependable, or like they're unreliable in some way. And the Six of Wands in the reverse, in their mind, they're thinking they're failing, they're unsuccessful with something, they're not being recognized in some way. They're underappreciated in their mind, but it's really like a sense like the feminine is feeling underappreciated, because they are allowing themselves to let all of this disappointment and all this stress weigh on themselves, making them feel like it's all their fault, when that's not even really the case here. Okay, things have just been really tough, and like life is not easy for anyone, and just because it's been hard on you doesn't mean it should be all your fault. That's not the case. Everything has been hard for a lot of us, and you shouldn't be blaming yourself for these things. You have green, red, blue, purple. Those colors could be very specific. Pink as well. With the way that so the Prince of Swords in the reverse is a sense where the feminine also would like to, they desire to not be so impatient and maybe not pop off so much, and maybe even have more structure within the way that their temper can be. I do feel like they're also trying to work on themselves with that energy of them being the reversal. Feminine energy is definitely working on a lot of masculine traits, and maybe they had so many masculine traits because they had a lot of times where they had no other choice but to be overly protective of themselves, or overly like cautious about things that made them more survivalist than, femininists. Maybe there's been a lot of experiences that they've had to deal or have encounters with older men, or men in general, or boys that were just trying to conquer them or do something with them that was not necessary, and they come off as kind of like powerful feminine, but they're really like coming off as like a masculine because they have a lot of those traits of what they've experienced, and they kind of need that masculine in their life to help them become more feminine again, like in that sense, like bringing the feminine back out of them, because they don't need to have all that protectiveness anymore. They have somebody finally sharing that energy with them, so that can take a lot of that energy away from the feminine, and they can flood with really what the feminine female energy is supposed to have within them. Now, moving on to the masculine, with their emotions, they're thinking the tower. Well, they're in their feelings of the tower, of things crumbling, falling, massive upheaval taking place, things having to take place as a sense of falling. The Lovers being in the reversal in their mind is like, obviously there's been a disagreement, an argument, or even a separation, or maybe a mini one, I don't know, maybe a sense of a break, I don't know, but there's been something here that's like crashing down for the emotions of the masculine because of something, and they can't stop thinking about the argument, the breakup, the this or that. They're exhausted from that, and they want to just participate in a way that they're not exhausted anymore. Also, with the desires of the masculine, they also don't want to come off and be as like, oh my goodness, where are my keys? I can't find my keys. Oh my god, I'm gonna tear this whole house apart if I can't find my keys. Where's my wallet? I can't believe it. And then start accusing everybody in the house, or where's the controller? That kind of stuff. And maybe they're just trying to really heal those like those parts of themselves too. They don't want to have the intention set as negative or enraged, or they don't want to set the feminine off in any way. So with them seeing the feminine maybe come off as angry or temperamental, they've seen a reflection of themselves within the feminine. Within the same thing of the feminine seeing the masculine, come off as kind of like maybe not coming out as clear as they should, or talking as with certain words, or knowing the vocabulary of the words that they're speaking. Maybe there's been a reflection of that within the feminine, and there's been things that they want to both increase on. So whoever you are, feminine or masculine, there's a lot of improvement that you've been making and trying to change and turn over the page kind of feeling. You're trying to make a love situation out of this situation altogether, turning the page, brand new chapter, starting anew, speaking your world into being and assessing the situation for what could be better for the both of you. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries and Leo, and you are Sagittarius. So that's really heavy, obviously, a fire signs energy. And then Gemini and Gemini being your opposite sign, knowing that this would be a little bit of a challenge for either feminine or masculine, both of you, if you are watching Gemini wise. I mean, Sagittarius wise, that one. It would be the one that's, yeah. The Wheel of Fortune, the World, the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Wands. This is a sense to like stand up for what you are going into, the new beginning. Stand up for that new beginning. It's like a sense of really good luck. Lots of options and opportunities and pickings and choosings are coming your way for both of your relationship, like both of you together as a relationship. More options are going to come through with ideas and how you're going to, ponder on those ideas, talk about things, flood through the communication that you've been missing out, lacking in the last couple months or weeks or whatever it may be. Being able to really allow a new sensation of love to flow through, a new sense of passion for each other, letting one another open up about new things in their life that they've experienced, and really seeing the passion that they have when they talk about these things, you know, and really allowing that to be what is. I really feel that. Let's see the outcome of this relationship. Spirit. The Emperor. The Five of Swords in the river. A peaceful resolution. This is a reconciliation type of feeling. The Emperor is like the masculine wanting to conquer this energy altogether, being responsible and taking accountability in a lot of ways, but there's a lot of obligations and duties when it comes to the Emperor. In the sense of Aquarius and Chinese your dragon time. So right in 5 more days, we're in the Chinese your dragon, which is the brand new year of the Chinese dragon. So we're in Aquarius season. It will be Aquarius dragon soon. We're in Aquarius Pisces, Aquarius rabbit right now. Anyway, so there's huge things about to happen. Peaceful resolution and a reconciliation between the two of you. This is a victory for the both of you. This is a beautiful thing. You guys are gonna have that empire being able to grow it together and talk to each other and elaborate. Things are about to change for you guys' relationship immaculately. A few messages. We have energetic vampires sucking life out of you, causing low energy vibes, so get away from them energetic vampires. There's something that the collective, which would be you, holds dear to their heart. It is a huge protection item. A jewelry, piece of jewelry, a charm, a meaningful thing, or a gemstone, or anything. Baby, you're my whole world. I want to take the lead. My sun, moon, and stars too. Universe. I'm also getting the song by Jordan Davis. It's like what my world spins around. You're what my world spins around. You're what my world spins around. My soul's on fire, and you're all I truly desire. I truly adore and admire your attire, style. And I hope that this helps you guys. This is really an amazing thing. You guys have both really been accepting and taking accountability for both of your actions. You're both wanting improvement. You're both going to try to do the most for each other, and that's where it starts. That's how it starts. That's a great beginning, and it really is. And then it just grows from there here on out. It won't do nothing but, and you'll have more of a connection, more of a comfortability to share things with each other, and it'll just keep growing. Much love. God bless. See you later.